This is the #1 rule for guard retention in BJJ. The #1 reason that your guard's getting passed all the time is because you allow this space to open. If he can't get into this space with his body, he can never pass your guard, no matter what style of guard pass he's using. Here's 3 quick examples of my training partner taking advantage of that knee elbow space. Now we're going to think about this M1 position more specifically. When he makes the play successfully, go ahead, he steps to the inside space and pause. Rewind just to the kick. He's opened this gap here between my knee and my elbow with a little placement there, and he's going to replace that space with this. And now, even if I get back into the knee elbow position, if I've got some advanced leg locking game, then maybe I've got something to do, but outside of that, I'm just caught in the knee on belly. The #1 reason that this space gets open in this position is because I push or I go to extend. It's usually not even him doing it. It's usually me trying to keep him off of me, where I go out and I open that space voluntarily. So instead of feeling like you need to reach out here and grab him, just keep this close to you. You can tell which side he wants to go to. He wants to pass to this side. So keep that space closed. And that's going to funnel him into needing to play different types of guard passing instead of just being able to kick around you nice and easy on the outside. When we're talking about the knee slice, how does he get this space open? It happens because he slides his knee through that space and drops his hip into the gap. So when he completes the pass here, there's no way for me to recover my knee elbow, right? And you'll notice also that as he completed that pass, that he reached to the back of my tricep here and he lifted that arm. That holds the space open so that he can complete the pass. If you want to stop a position like that, you can't start right here. It's almost too late. If he's got weight on this leg at all, it's too late for me to get back. So I have to be thinking about this early. As he starts to try to get low like he wants to pass, I keep this in and now I can frame or collar tie on the other side. In this case, I would frame, and I want to bring this opposite foot around and pommel either here, or if his elbow position is open on the back side, I can slide my knee in to this position here and play like a quarter Z. But either way, I'm hiding this open space from him. And now he's going to be forced to try to some other way to pass my guard. This body lock pass is particularly difficult to deal with because he's already got his hands together and he's already gotten to this inside space. So I've got to find a way to like take his body into an uncomfortable position and create a little bit of distraction so I can start trying to pull this knee, open that gap, back through that hole and replace my guard. So as he starts to try to overcome on this side, I take this hand and I put his head and his hips on the same side. So I try to put his head down. He's gonna probably try to bounce over. Just stop him from bouncing over with that outside leg. Bring this hand around now and either put a frame in or push on his head. As you do that, make a little hip out right here and pull your knee back into that space. Knee and elbow go together, and now you've got a pretty offensive position to launch from. So those are just a few examples of the knee elbow position and the inside space dominance being the most important thing about your guard retention. But those are like beginner level techniques. There's a ton of guard passes that you're gonna have to learn to deal with and a billion different variations of each one of them. But no matter what the guard pass is that your opponent is trying to pull off on you, if you keep this gap closed, it's gonna make it almost impossible for him to pass your guard. For a look at some of my more in-depth guard passing and guard retention strategies, you gotta check out my website.